3, 2, 1.
Woo! Welcome to the Harbor Monthly, boys and girls. Emails suck. Hopefully this won't. Welcome to the Harbor Monthly, where we tell you what the hell we've been up to. This is my best friend and co-founder, Lindsay Hadley, and this is my other best friend and who runs the show, McKenna Patterson. We are gonna talk about what the hell we've been up to. I hate emails too, so hopefully this will be a little bit easier to read.
Digest.
Yeah, control freak.
We are so excited to be coming up on our 1-year anniversary of Harbor Fund. Lindsay, can you do a little recap of all that we've accomplished in the past 12 months?
It's been amazing. We're so grateful for all of you that have helped us out, whether it was producing events, making introductions, attending, donating. I mean, it's just been phenomenal. We're so grateful. We kicked off the beginning of the year at the Sundance Film Festival, where we had a pitch event where many of our creatives came and pitched their incredible films. And then we had an event at Necker Island with Sir Richard Branson and tons of our friends that was just remarkable and life-changing. And then we later were able to do an activation in New York City that Katie Couric attended. And then just barely last month, we had an event at CAA hosted by the CAA Foundation and the Doris Duke Foundation. And we had all these high net worth families that are learning about our incredible films and our projects and just finding out how they can get involved, and we're so grateful. It's been amazing in terms of events. In addition to that, we have raised now $10 million. $6 million has been actually secured and deployed. We have another $4 million pledged. So in our first 12 months, our first year to raise $10 million as a nonprofit is a pretty stunning feat. We're really proud and so grateful that it's catching on and has what our mentor would call tailwind, which is showing that people believe in what we're trying to do.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the films we have coming out this next year?
Yes, excited about Flash Before the Bang, and that is about a running team in the 1980s that won state.
Matt Damon, Ben Affleck are executive producing it, and Kevin James is starring in it. It's the most differently abled cast and crew in cinematic history. The director's deaf, the lead producer's deaf, and all the actors are deaf in real life. And we're super excited for that to be out in 2026. Another one is Orphan Myth.
It's about vulnerable children, and you know the rest.
Taya Leone is executive producing, and it'll be a full-length documentary showing some of the harmful effects of how we've approached orphans and caring for vulnerable children around the world and what we can do to improve the situation. So another one is By Any Means with Mark Wahlberg, and this is one of the coolest log lines I've ever heard in my life. It's a true story of the 1966 Black FBI agent, one of the first African-American federal agents, who hired a former mafia hitman, played by Mark Wahlberg, to kill the head of the KKK. And it's this amazing film that explores operating in the moral gray area and our racial tension and devastating history of civil rights issues. Another amazing film is the Hershey movie.
Yes.
You want to talk about that one?
Sharon Paul, the whole idea is that we can eat chocolate guilt-free, as Lindsay likes to say, because billions of dollars are given to kids.
It's a true story of Milton Hershey and his incredible generosity after his wife, Catherine, that goes by Kitty, passes away young, and he leaves all his dynastic founding shares of Hershey to an orphanage that is now a $26 billion endowment called the Hershey Foundation. And so that movie's gonna be out next year too, and it's gonna be a sweet movie. No pun intended.
Miracle, it's a miracle I remembered. Miracle is about medical miracles that happen, and it's a docuseries. And how'd you get a hold of that, man?
Our friend Kimberly Clark actually brought that to us, and it's gonna be on, and Ben Cassica, it's gonna be on Angel Studios. And it's a very faith-promoting, inspiring series of true stories. I think you guys will really enjoy it. And lastly, there's Cycling for Love, which is a documentary. And we're going where this weekend, McKenna?
Telluride!
Yeah, so it was officially selected into the Telluride Festival in Colorado, which we're gonna get to go see the premiere. It's technically our first film premiering out of the Harbor Fund. So we're super thrilled about it. It's a true story of a beautiful couple, a love story, a young man who was part of the caste system in India as an untouchable, who met a beautiful woman from Sweden, and they had like this, incredible whirlwind romance. She had to go back to Europe, and he was so devastated with her leaving because she's the first person to ever really love him or see him as a human being. And so he takes a little bike that he gets basically from a junkyard, like a beat up old bike, and he literally cycles across the world to get to his true love. It's so endearing.
I saw the clip of that and I literally cried.
It's beautiful. So 6 films in 2026, and we can't wait to get your guys' feedback and thoughts and have this fund actually realizing what it was created for, which is to support these amazing creatives and storytellers.
Okay, the next thing we have coming up is our second Harbor Film Forum at Crazy Mountain Ranch in Montana. Freddie, what can you share about that?
If you want to know who's coming, it's going to be a bunch of horses and also friends of ours.
All of this is being hosted really by Kevin Costner, who's the anchor for this event because this is filmed where he filmed his series Yellowstone, and he's the ultimate cowboy. So, Mr. Costner, thank you so much.
Also, we recently rebranded.
Yeah,
You
we
led
did.
on.
You
What can you
did.
tell us about the new Pause logo?
Well, thanks to Mike Huddleston and James Huddleston, we rebranded it to a pause sign. The whole idea is the sacred pause. We take a moment to chill out, pause before you play, intentional entertainment, trying to keep it simple. Viktor Frankl, who was in Nazi concentration camps, he was a psychotherapist, he was Jewish, and he had lost his family, had lost everything there. What he said was, between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is our power. And in our choice lies our growth and our freedom. So instead of just reacting to everything, we take a moment, we take that space, and that's where we have the 2 things that I think human beings want most, and that's growth and freedom. I have spoken. Somebody else's words.
So we're really grateful because Declarative Creative Firm has actually come in pro bono to help us totally rebrand. We'll have a new website and new assets. We're gonna have merchandise, all this kind of fun stuff. So we're really grateful for Freddie's hard work and Mike Huddleston and his team, and for Declarative.
Declarative kicked ass, thank you.
Okay, we are already starting to work on our 2026 Harbor Film Forum. Lindsay, what can you tell us about that?
I am so excited about this because we're gonna host the 2026 Harbor Film Forum in my hometown, Park City, Utah. So we've been asked by Mark Burnett, who's become an absolute hero to us. He was already on our advisory board, but now he's come on as one of our biggest benefactors. And he said, you should bring this to Park City. There's gonna be a vacuum with Sundance leaving. It won't be a film festival with 70,000 people converging in Park City. It's going to be a forum, more like a Davos of media and impact. It will be much more intimate and exclusive, but we're going to be able to amplify a lot of incredible causes that we care about, support the remarkable kings and queens of culture that we made this fund in behalf of, and also engage the world in stories that truly matter. As our dear friend David Oyelowo says, films are really empathy-making machines, and the idea that what we're doing here might actually help people feel things and make decisions that make the world better is like why we're here. So thank you so much. We're excited for you to join our story here at Harbor Fund.
Lindsay, what feedback have you received from partners or filmmakers or donors that reassures you Harbor is on the right path moving forward?
People are saying they're pretty heartbroken about participant media closing down. And the biggest feedback I've heard is like, are you participant 2.0? And I would say that we're standing on the shoulders of giants like Participant and Jeff Skoll, but we're a difference not by degrees, but rather in kind, because they were a studio and they had over 100 employees. But at Harbor Fund, we're a very lean team. We're the financing side, a true venture capital model where we're going to take equity positions in these individual films, and then the returns and the principal and the carry stay in the fund, making it a perpetual evergreen war chest for filmmaking. We are going to convene at the Harbor Film Forum every year, now in Park City, but we're really thrilled, and I think the biggest thing I've heard from creatives and partners is just they're so grateful someone's trying a new model and taking a stand and not giving up on the power of storytelling.
If you guys enjoyed our update video today, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and also subscribe to our newsletter for monthly updates.